If you've been on TikTok or YouTube in the past couple years, you should probably be familiar with people like One Village, Man Like Isaac, or Speed McQueen. And these guys, for me, they've got to be the most unfunny people I've ever seen on the internet. If you don't know who these people are, they're all basically the same person. They just record themselves lip syncing to an audio or acting out a silent skit, and they usually make jokes about sensitive topics or politics or drama, whatever's currently trending right now. Now, I don't really care if you make a joke about a shooting or a traumatic historical event, but I think that if you have the balls to joke about something serious like that, you have to make it funny, just so that it's not as disrespectful to the people in those events. Like, if you just say 9/11 out of nowhere, nothing's really funny about that. You're making a poor joke about a horrible event. This guy just didn't even deliver a joke, he just said 11. It has no comedic value to it. He's just disrespecting the people who died on that day, and he's making himself look like a dummy. At least in my opinion, that's how I see it.
Why was 6 afraid of 7?
I was gonna say 7, 8, 9, but that's...
Yeah, you're right. Why was 10 scared? Because he was right in the middle of 9/11.
I don't see him as actually poking fun at it, trying to make light of that situation. For me, I just think he's making fun of it in poor taste. There's no comedic value in that. So there's a little bit of a difference between these guys, but they're all basically the same person. I mean, Man Like Isaac usually just makes jokes about black people. That's just his main source of comedy. He just like hints at the N-word in his videos a lot, but that's about all. The other two, One Village and Speed McQueen, they're basically the same person. And if you think I'm exaggerating, check this out real quick. I'm gonna play one video of each of them, back to back to back, and I want you guys to spot a difference between them. Alright?
Bomb has been planted.
He says yeah, that he tryna.
Hey Russ, how you hit 6 gallon a month?
Check your balls.
Boring. I done date Savannah, Keely, Amina, all in.
I didn't see any difference between those. There was like no difference besides like the build up to the punchline. So if you found a difference between them, let me know in the comments. I will gladly read that comment. It could be a paragraph. I will read it if you find something different about those videos. They all start and end in the exact same way. That's what it seems like to me. They just start and end in the exact same way. The actual jokes aren't even that funny to me either. Like, all it is just a filter, and they blare music, maybe like mess around with the colors to make you laugh instead of just telling a good joke to make you laugh. Your content shouldn't be funny just because of how you edit it. It should be funny because you're making a joke with it to actually make you the funny person and not just the editing. So like I said before, each video is like the same with no change every time, and someone's probably gonna comment, oh, you're just jealous. Yeah, I am. You're trying to tell me you wouldn't be jealous? Like, these guys got famous from telling the same joke every single video, and they make money from it every day. Like, each of them has over 1 million followers on TikTok, and I think over 4 million on YouTube just from making these short videos. So if they're monetized, these guys are making bank from these videos over and over again. These guys have made money from these videos, which is insane to me. What's even crazier to me is that there are people who enjoy these videos. There are people like talking about how they're dying in the comments from the joke. It's crazy to me. I think the only people who are actually watching these videos are like middle schoolers or like little kids, because I can't find any of this funny. I'm not trying to be mean when I say that. I don't know how anybody finds this type of content funny besides like a middle schooler. I get it, comedy's subjective, you know, everyone has their own taste, but Speed McQueen has almost 4.5 million subscribers from making these videos on YouTube, which is absolutely insane to me, and he's the least popular out of these guys. These guys are pretty much clones of each other if you really think about it. Like, I bet there's probably like a lab somewhere where they're genetically modifying babies so that they can grow up and become TikTokers like these guys. It's insane how similar these videos are. Each video feels basically the same to me. Like, I could probably swap the audios for 2 of these videos and it would have the same effect.
Doing this shit.
I'm not trying to shit on these guys for making similar content. I don't see anything wrong with making similar content. What I am criticizing is that they're making basically the same exact content as each other. There's a clear difference between making content in the same genre as other people and making the same content as other people. For example, I make the same type of content that like August the Duck or Moist Critical or Poncho makes. I change up how I present myself. I change up the editing style that I use. I change up basically everything so that there's a clear difference between me and the other person, so that you can't just compare our content back to back and go, hey, these guys are saying the exact same thing. These guys have their videos formatted in the exact same way. There's a clear difference between them. These three guys, you can compare them very easily. There's not much separating these guys except for obviously appearance, name, and that's about all. They make pretty much the same content. Now, I don't want to end this on a negative note, so I'm gonna give them some positive feedback. I like their sense of humor. Their sense of humor is actually kind of decent. I just think their delivery for the jokes is just bad. Some of the jokes are just in bad taste in general. I have a messed up sense of humor, but I think they need to they go too far without actually making it funny, in my opinion. So I think they should just try to start switching things up just a little bit, because it feels like the same thing over and over again. I think if they switch things up a little bit, they could probably reach more people and grow their audience more by changing up their comedy like that, because they can probably make funny stuff. They're just sticking to the same thing. Personally, I don't like that. They can do whatever they want. I don't really have anything against them. That's all I have for this video. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. There's not much more I have to say about these guys. I just don't like or respect the type of content that they're making right now. Don't go out of your way to spread hate to them for any reason. This is just my opinion. If you share that opinion with me, good for you. I don't really care. Just don't go and start hating on them just because you know I hate on them, or you know other people besides yourself hate on them. So that's all I really have to say. And one last thing, thank you to the people who criticized me on my last videos. You didn't say it in a rude way. I just want you to know that I didn't take it in a negative way at all. I'm happy that you criticize my content like that, because it's helping me grow as a creator, and it's helping me learn how to properly present myself in these videos and how to edit my videos properly. So thank you guys for that. I want you to criticize me more, if anything, and I'll see you guys next time.